I am so much bigger and heavier than 5 years ago. I put on weight every year. Teacher, is this normal?
Yes, you are very normal. You are a growing child. Do you still remember what our body is made up of?
Many billions of cells. Are they responsible for the increment of my body size?
Let's find out. Are cells living things, Turbo Girl?
Yes.
Since cells are living things, they will grow. They will grow to a certain size before going through cell division.
Cell division?
That's right. It is the process whereby a cell splits to produce two new cells. When the cells multiply, your body will also increase in size.
How does a cell multiply, teacher?
Imagine that this piece of plasticine is a single cell in our body. We call it the parent cell. The parent cell will duplicate its nucleus before it splits into two. They are now known as the daughter cells. This process will continue as each cell splits further into 4 cells and so on. And before you know it, you can get a whole group of cells.
And this process is called cell division?
You are absolutely correct, Turbo Girl.
One question. When the baby grows into an adult, we are able to observe many changes, especially the size. But when an adult grows old, there is not much change in size. Does that mean that cells have stopped to grow when we reach adulthood?
No, definitely not, Turbo Girl. Normally, at around the age of 21, we will stop growing in size. But the cells are still multiplying.
In this case, aren't the cells being compressed in our body?
No, Turbo Girl. The cells in our body do not live forever. They will die and be replaced by the new ones all the time. This process occurs all the time in our body throughout our lives.
Aha! When we cut our cells, the damaged cells will be replaced by new cells?
You are absolutely right, Turbo Girl. Way to go!
Teacher, look! There is a mother cat and her litter of kittens. Oh yes, that reminds me of a question I want to ask you, teacher. Why must living things reproduce and have young?
Now, Turbo Girl, can you imagine if all the cats in the world do not reproduce?
There will be no kittens. That is to say, no more cats?
That is correct. Living things must always reproduce so as to ensure that there will be continuity of the same kind of organisms or animals through the years. If living things, for example, the cats, stop reproducing, our children and grandchildren will probably not get to see any cats in their life.
Ah, I see. Living things need to reproduce to preserve their own kind so that they do not become extinct like the dinosaurs or the dodo birds.
That's right.
Another thing which amazes me is that the kittens look so much like the mother cat. They even have the same patterns on their fur.
The kittens look like their parents, just as you look like your parents. Children have characteristics that they inherit from their parents. These characteristics can be in terms of look or behavior.
What do you mean by inherit characteristics from our parents?
It means that you will receive some traits that had been passed down from your parents to you. For example, you may have the same eye color as your parents.
Now I understand why some of my aunties keep telling me that I got my big eyes from my daddy and my nice hair from my mummy.
Yes, some of the other genetic characteristics that can be passed on from the parents to its offspring are dimples, rolling of tongue, and shape of earlobes. Are you able to remember what we have learned today, Turbo Girl?
Oh yes, teacher. It was so interesting to learn about how organisms reproduce. Now I know that when a cell divides to produce new cells, the process is called cell division. The cell will split from 1 to 2 and 2 to 4 and so on. This process goes on all the time and it is necessary for an organism to grow and heal.
Why do living things need to reproduce?
Living things reproduce to ensure continuity of their kind. Characteristics of an organism are passed on from parents to offspring.
You have a very good memory, Turbo Girl. Well, see you soon.